there was a very strange incident that you were involved in during the Attitude Era when Mike Awesome left ECW for WCW, and then Paul Heyman booked you against Mike Awesome. You were full-time WWF. Mike Awesome was WCW in an ECW ring for the title, and then after that you appeared as ECW champion. You had the match with Triple H. And Triple H pedigreed you and Tommy Dreamer. Looking back on that, was that a mistake, do you think, for ECW and for Paul Heyman to go that route? I mean, it was way back.
They had to. I think they had to. Actually, people, if they want to hear my full description and story on that, you can let's do it for free. You go out to my show, and I did. I don't know if it was definitely during the Human Podcast Machine, but you could find all the archive shows at just TazShow.com, and they're all free. So. And I do discuss that at full, the whole deal when I wrestled Mike Awesome in Indianapolis while I was under contract too. That was the first time, as everybody knows, a WWF wrestler wrestled a WCW wrestler at an ECW event. So for an ECW championship. So that'll never obviously happen again. So
right.
But it was a crazy time, and it was just like it seemed like more like WWE was doing ECW a favor because ECW was having an issue where they thought Awesome was going to go throw the title in the trash can, the ECW title in the trash can on Nitro. So WWE didn't want that for a couple different reasons, and they definitely wanted to help. I knew right there when I heard from Vince McMahon and stuff and Bruce Pritchard at the time that they were trying to help Paul, and they felt like I'd be the perfect guy to come in there and do this thing. I'm like, yeah, no problem. And that's kind of how that was the kind of mindset. Do I think it was a bad thing? No. I think it was a good thing. Yeah. It all came from the right spot in the WWE's heart. Paul needed a little help, and they helped him. Yeah. I don't know how that would be bad. To me, that was, I think it was fine. Why do you think it was bad?
Well, I just meant like Triple H giving you both the pedigree before you had your title match. I thought overall it was good until that spot. I thought was
Well, yeah. Well, look, I mean, it's you see the same thing with stuff with Sting that they did, when he came. Look, the thing is, you're in their house. Mm-hmm. It's the WWE's house. So I'm wrestling Triple H on SmackDown in Philadelphia. It's a perfect scenario. So now, let's have Triple H beat not just Taz for the ECW title in Philly on TV, but Dreamer will come try to save him, and he'll get bumped in pedigree too. So that works out perfect for them, but I don't think that killed or hurt ECW because it played into the story of a couple days later that I wrestled Dreamer in ECW and gave him a shot at the ECW title because he screwed me because he came in to help me or whatever the hell it was, and then so it actually all played into each other. I don't know how ECW told the story on TV. I mean, but I don't think that hurt. I understand your point about Triple H, in the WWE, pedigree, myself and Tommy, and there was no pushback for me. I was under contract with WWE. To me, look, people get hung up in semantics and of the business, and like they get hung up in their pride and all the stuff and losing matches and that stuff is important at times. And I talk about a lot on my show that losing matches is kind of important, but worse than losing matches is not getting paid. Okay, so right. This is a business. Guys are in this to make money, and this is a living. You got to have your pride. You got to care about losing and winning. That's important. But at the end of the day, it's about your career and it's about feeding your family. And you only have a short window to make money in this business. So, any young wrestler listening to this or reading this, whatever, it's just text or audio. What are you doing with this?
I was going to do both.
Okay, well, whoever's checking this out, I mean, like young wrestlers need to just realize, man, like. At the end of the day, it's not that you want to go out there and be like, it's not like prostitution, but it is your career. You got to get paid, So if you I always say, like, if you work at Burger King and you tell your boss that, hey, I'm cooking fish sandwiches, like, no, cook Whoppers. No, I want to cook fish sandwiches. No, cook Whoppers. Well, I feel like cooking fish sandwiches. Well, guess what? Then you're fired. I mean, you're not doing your job. It's the same thing with wrestling. We want you to lose. Well, I want to win. Well, I think I should lose. I think I should win. Well, we think you need to lose. Sorry. No, I think I want to win. Okay, well, then you're gone. I mean, it's that simple. They pay you. You're getting paid. Right. So it's like, But, we all get hung up in the creative end of things and why they doing this, why they're not pushing this guy, why did Taz have to lose and get pedigreed, and why did Dream have to get pedigreed too? Dude, something went right. Here we are, how many years later, and we're still talking about it.
Right. No,
I don't know.
That's a great point. And